Hello fellow LEGO friends! The biggest LEGO Christmas set has finally arrived, and the big question is, does it live up to the hype? This one is quite different from what you might be expecting, and I will explain why in just a moment. So stick around, it is a very intriguing set, and several people have already recommended it to me. So let's dive in, because this is going to be a unique one. Let me introduce you to the family Christmas tree. Starting with the minifigures, we get 7 in total, and in my opinion, they look fantastic, perfectly themed for this set. Santa and Mrs. Claus are included, and while we have seen versions of them in other sets before, they still fit nicely here, and Mrs. Claus come with second facial expression. The real highlights though are the 5 elves, some of which are genuinely impressive. The first 2 elves feature a tree-shaped badge, similar to the last year elves from Santa's post office, except those had a male symbol instead of a Christmas tree. One of these elves come equipped with a ski gear, while the other has a mechanical arm setup holding or maybe stealing a few gifts. The third elf uses a standard torso but comes with a helmet, sword and beautifully Christmas themed printed shield, which for me is the nicest accessory in the entire set. From this trio, only 2 elves come with the secondary facial expression. The final 2 elves are especially fun. One wears a bright green classic space helmet and air tank, and both are dressed in ugly Christmas sweaters, one with a festive classic space logo in a Santa style, and the other featuring the brick-built cat's face, and this elf also comes with cute secondary face expression. And aside from the minifigures, there are also 2 creatures included, though I am not sure what they are meant to represent. Furthermore, the cat from the ugly sweater is actually included in this set as well, and its purpose is just as puzzling. If you have any theories, I would love to hear them. The set also includes Santa's slide with a single reindeer, and the reindeer come with extra piece so you can display it on its own, something LEGO often does with animals, and this detail I always appreciate. The slide itself is a simple build, but it works well, though you will find quite a few stickers used throughout. And actually, there are quite many stickers in this set. And now for the main build, and I will be completely honest with you. As excited as I initially was for this set, convinced it would be a must-have for everyone, because of how amazing it looked, the reality turned out very differently. This is, unfortunately, one of the worst sets I have ever assembled, and here is why. From a distance, the set looks fine, but when you explore each section in more detail, the flaws become apparent. The base is in a deep red color and features decorative elements on 2 sides, along with anti-slip tires, similar to what we have seen in the bonsai tree set. While these details are visually appealing, a closer look at the base leaves the overall impression underwhelming. The build feels almost unfinished, as if LEGO stopped halfway through development. Inside, where a small train circles around a tiny village in 2 corners, the space feels oddly empty, as if something essential is missing. What bothered me the most are the visible studs, and even worse, the exposed structure of the tree. You can clearly see the Technic framework underneath, and yes, this is a very technically advanced build, which honestly doesn't feel appropriate for kids. And as we all know, Technic pieces don't come in many colors, so large patches of grey are visible throughout. It ends up looking unfinished and inconsistent. Even proportionally, the tree feels wrong. You build most of it and it looks decent, but once you add the final section, it suddenly feels like the entire segment is missing. The end result is rushed, incomplete, and not up to LEGO's usual standards. I really cannot recommend this set. But let's not stay entirely negative. The set does introduce nearly 100 new leaf elements, which look great and include multiple connection points for decorations, like bows and the non-functional Christmas lights in red or orange. I just wish these decorations were placed more randomly throughout the tree. Right now, they only appear at the bottom layer of each section, making the design look overly planned and repetitive. On the plus side, the leaves can be posed in almost any direction, which adds nice flexibility. However, a few of them are a bit loose, so you can't always position them exactly how you would like. And another thoughtful addition is the interior of the tree. You can actually pull sections of the branches aside to reveal different rooms inside. I appreciate that they added something extra rather than leaving it as just a decorative Christmas tree. The tree opens on two sides and at two different levels, so let's have a look at each section. At the bottom is a workshop filled with tools and half-finished toys, the elves' gift-making space. There are plenty of stickers for decoration, including an Employee of the Month sign. There is also a mailbox by the door that opens from the opposite side, revealing a small, simple room with a table and a clock. It might be intended as a dining area, but aside from the table, it's pretty empty, so its purpose is unclear. Next to it is a kitchen or bakery, complete with a coffee machine, cookies, and a clever little job involving a Wi-Fi code. Oddly, when the tree is closed, the Wi-Fi code sign doesn't align perfectly with neither room. Above this is Santa's computer headquarters, where all the Christmas operations are monitored. It's packed with screens and dials, mostly stickers, but with a few printed elements as well. Opposite that is an elf play area for relaxing after work, featuring arcade machines, a pinball game, and a small Christmas tree in the center. More stickers decorate the walls, including what appear to be portraits of elves. And at the very top of the tree is nicely looking star. Now, if you paid close attention, you will notice I mentioned three elements earlier: the train at the base, the clock in the small empty room, and the Christmas tree in the play area. All three of these features actually rotate simultaneously. By turning the set of knobs located at the base of the tree, you can bring all three elements to life at once. It's a small detail, but a very clever and charming one. And I really appreciate the extra bit of motion it adds to the build. Now, if this set caught your attention, it is priced at 330 American dollars or 300 euros or 270 British pounds and includes 3,171 pieces, along with 7 minifigures. Just so you know, this video isn't sponsored by the LEGO Group. However, if you're considering picking up this set from the LEGO website or any other set, or purchasing anything at all from Amazon, I would be incredibly grateful if you used the affiliate links in the description. It's a small gesture that makes a big difference in helping me continue creating content like this. So thank you in advance. And back to the set. Inside the box, you will find 6 instruction booklets, meaning up to 6 people can build different sections at the same time. The set is recommended for ages 9 and up, but to be honest, I don't think a typical 9-year-old would be able to construct the tree itself. It uses several advanced building techniques and, as I mentioned earlier, is a very technical build. The only relatively simple area is the tree's base and the various accessory builds. There is also a 7th booklet dedicated entirely to disassembling the tree for storage, a feature I genuinely appreciate. The box the tree comes in is sturdier than the traditional LEGO packaging, which already feels like an upgrade. Even better, LEGO included a smaller inner box for the minifigures and mini builds so they don't end up loose at the bottom of the main box. It's a small touch, but one I really value. Disassembling the tree is actually quite easy, and both sides use color-coded bricks, either orange or green. These colors also appear on the trunk, so it is not difficult to mix them up, which is another nice touch. Now let's take a look at the building techniques. And again, I will be honest with you, I did not enjoy this part at all. The build is extremely repetitive, especially throughout the tree sections. As you can imagine, attaching all those botanical elements over and over wasn't particularly thrilling. I built the entire set myself in about 7 hours, and I was genuinely relieved when it was finally done. I suppose it might be more enjoyable as a family build, but for me, it just wasn't much fun. But let's end on a positive note. One thing I really want to highlight is how sturdy the set feels. Despite each section being connected at only few points, I'm not worried that it will fall apart. That's the job well done on LEGO's part. And that wraps up the Christmas sets for this year. What do you think about this year's LEGO holiday lineup? Have you picked up any of the sets yet? Or are you planning to? Personally, I was really disappointed with both this set and the Holiday Express train. The only two I feel confident recommended are the festive gingerbread house and the upscale Santa minifigure. Do you agree with me? Let me know down in the comments, and if there is a specific set you would like me to review next, feel free to mention that as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this review and want to see more content from the LEGO universe, don't forget to like, subscribe, and consider using the affiliate links when you are picking up any brick build models. Thanks again, and until next time, happy building!